We are in a massive debt in America. Like, we have a spending problem, a massive spending problem to the point where we're $1 trillion in debt and credit card debt, right? What's up, YouTube family, man? So, as you know, posted a video a couple of days ago discussing inflation in America and about how the economy sucked, right? And that video did pretty well. So apparently we all going through it. So I just want to make a little part 2 with it. But before I get to the video, per usual, walking my mama. She doing a little thing. It's about 6 p.m. so it's about 95 right now. So I got me a bottle of water in my book sack. That's why you see me walking around with this book sack on. I got the bucket hat on. But anyway, let's get into the video. So as y'all already know, the U.S. economy is on the rocks right now. You know what I'm saying? Inflation kind of high, the cost of living is just busting through the roof, right? And shout out to y'all for sharing where y'all was from and how the cost of living is where y'all from. And yes, the South is fairly cheaper than the North and the West Coast, right? It's real cheap down here in Louisiana, right? And I seen a lot of you guys talking about y'all thinking about moving down here. But before you do that, I'm gonna be real with you. Our job market is not like the North. It's way different. It's more industrial down here. So if you're not willing to work with your hands, you're not gonna really make money for real. So it's gonna kind of balance out to how it is where you already at, you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Yeah, the houses down here, brand new, 230,000, you know what I'm saying? But if you coming down here to work at McDonald's, they ain't gonna do you no good, right? So unless you work, like got experience in working like in a chemical plant, like ExxonMobil, Dow, or Shell or something like that, or you wanna work on a barge, we're very industrial. Like, I'm from the city, but the whole city premise, like, kid you not, we got downtown, but literally on Chippewa Street, from Chippewa all the way from North Baton Rouge, it's just a factory called ExxonMobil. You know what I'm saying? It's a refinery company. And then you go across the river, you got Dow, you got Shell, and Plaquemine and Port Allen, we industrial based. So unless you got experience like that, I know y'all from up north and shit, y'all be, you know, IT guys and shit. You know what I'm saying? So unless you come down here like as a welder or like electrician or working on utilities or some shit like that, you really ain't gonna make no money down here. So keep that in mind before y'all pack your bags and come down here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. So anyway, let's get into today's video. What I want to talk about is, since we all going through inflation, we gotta figure this shit out together, you feel me? And what I want to talk about is really just the best way to deal with today's economy. It's really easy, man. You got to start putting your money up for a rainy day. Like the good days, the glory days where the cost of living, where we all was thriving in America, them days gone, man. 2005 is gone. 2010 is gone. 2015 is gone. All this shit changed in 2020. You know what I mean? And it's just really bad in 2024 to where you cannot avoid it. You know what I mean? The cost of living is sky high. So I kid you not, the only thing you can really do right now is really just stop spending your money. And I know it sounds so common sense, but a lot of you guys, I've read some reports and shit. We are in a massive debt in America. Like, we have a spending problem, a massive spending problem to the point where we're $1 trillion in debt and credit card debt, right? As you've seen, we had to take a hydration break. Had to give her some water. She was getting a little hot, so I stopped the video. So now we're at the park. We cooling, we chilling, letting her catch a breath and shit. But like I was saying, man, we got a massive spending problem in America, man. Like, we got way too much credit card debt. Like, we done got so comfortable just not realizing the whole point of life is just to survive and just live your life and maintain your family. You know what I'm saying? We be wanting all this extra shit that we be seeing on commercials. Like, I kid you not, man. Like, what's the point of a BBL? You don't love who you are in your own skin. What's the point of having designer? What's the point of having the brand new car? What's the point of having the brand new iPhone? It's all the same shit. And we got used to it in this economy. Like I said, man, in 2020 and before all that, we used to be able to ball out. But now it ain't the time for that no more, man. We can't ball out no more, bro. It's time to just start saving your money. You gotta start being wise with your money, start living below your means. Because before then, we used to live above our means. Because, you know, our money used to go a long way. Remember how far $20 used to go? Well, it ain't the same $20 no more. You got to be able to adapt to your environment, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I love about being from the South of Louisiana, we just been so behind. We behind with everything for us, like the trends, the culture, and all that shit. I mean, obviously, we see what y'all doing on TikTok and shit, but like, as you see, man, we simple living, for real. So like, we've been slow and behind on everything. So like, we kind of already knew how to adapt to our environment. We don't we don't necessarily need to ball out, you know what I'm saying? Because we already knew to adapt to our environment. So right now in this economy, you need to adapt and see like, okay, the cost of everything went up. That doesn't mean you need to spend more. You need to start saving your money because you don't know how the future is about to look, you know what I'm saying? You do not know what is promised for tomorrow. You need to start thinking about you and your family, go back into survival mode. See, we've been living life on easy mode in America, which shout out to America, man. I love my country, for real, for real. We got one of the greatest countries in the world, you heard me? Like, but we done got spoiled to the point till we forget that, just living and surviving is just the bare minimum which we require for out of a country, you know what I'm saying? And who the fuck calling? It's just the bare minimum what you need to just live, man. We so used to wanting the brand new Mercedes, brand new Hellcat, brand new SRT, motherfucking brand new track house, all that. We want all that shit, man. All that's not necessary to live, man. What you need to live is just a house, food on your table, and just power in your house. That's it, man. And we done got so comfortable with just overspending, man. We just got to start learning how to save our money and go back into the survival mode. That's what we in 2024, survival mode. And I know it's kind of fucked up because, you know, we a rich society, a first world country and shit like that. And, you know, we supposed to be progressing. Our money supposed to keep elevating and pushing us forward as a society. But as you see, this is not where we at in 2024, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to wrap up this video right here. And so like I said, man, the main thing to take away, man, you gotta go back into survival mode, hustle mode, and grind mode, you know what I'm saying? Because we do not know how 2025 in the future about to play out. You see what it is now, you need to adapt and conquer, you know what I'm saying? Adapt to your environment, start saving your money because we do not know how the future is about to be. And just take care of you and your family, man. Get some weapons, man. Be willing to take care of your family because we don't know how this is about to go, you know what I'm saying? Be willing to take care of you and yours, man. Even if you gotta start growing your own food out the soil, you know what I'm saying? We done got too comfortable in this society where we feel like we're just helpless. It's a lot you could do for yourself, man. You just have to be able to adapt and conquer.